Eddie Arango, who is the official for this matchup. It's all about the Intercontinental Championship, a title that Chad Gable has gone after time and time again. This time, it's against Penta. The bell rings. A match that everyone has been clamoring for after the match that Gable had as original El Grande Americano against El Grande Americano, the mask versus mask match. This is a different fight, a different field. The biggest party of the SummerSlam as they show their respect. A handshake. Talk about a code. That's honor right there. And respect. Going right for the ankle lock. Oh! Went for a cover. Now, after all that time that Chad Gable spent learning and fully understanding the Lucha Libre style, is that going to be the difference maker that's finally going to lead him into becoming the Intercontinental Champion? It's the big reason he even did this to begin with is because he was tired of dealing with all the luchadors. But then it became a whole different ball game when he became one and respected it and understood what it means to be a part of the culture. Gable rushed in and got caught. It was knee into the rib cage. Penta's getting the early offense on Chad Gable. The fans want to see their hometown hero, the Minnesota native, Chad Gable, take down Penta. Their other Minneapolis, Minnesota native didn't have the best night either last night. I know I shouldn't say either because this match is nowhere near close to being over. Of course, I'm talking about Brock Lesnar falling short to the ruler Obafemi in the Hell in a Cell match. However, this is Chad Gable going for the Intercontinental title. The bridge off the German suplex, not enough to keep Penta down for 3. Penta, a man who shows zero fear, will do what it takes. Whatever he's got to do, Penta's willing to go for it. Gable's shoulder got sent into the turnbuckle. The shoulder injuries that is what left Gable out of action for so long. Trying to go for a backstabber, but you don't see that blocked like that too often. Just because the way the momentum leans back. Moonsault off the back. Penta, impressive counter. Hooking both legs, and even that wasn't enough to keep down Gable. Let's get another look at this. Bang! That was money. That was pure money. And not even talking about I'm not even talking about the human monies we just saw in the previous matchup between Dirty Dom and Danhausen, which Danhausen overcame Dirty Dom and left with 100 G's, and then, of course, threw it into the crowd. So it might not be 100 G's at this point. Penta was caught in the ankle lock, but sent Gable to the outside. Up and over. Tope Con Hilo. Shining through like a star. Bursting through. The shoulder could be in severe pain. It could be all over again. The devastation of re-injuring yourself. It leaves you with so much doubt as if it's even worth doing it anymore. As if it's ever worth getting back and doing what you love. Gable has got to win this match by pinfall or submission inside the ring to leave as champion. Penta was thinking, Penta's got it. Penta driver. Gable kicks out at 2. Off the Penta driver. If Chad Gable's arm is as bad as it seems to be, it could be a rude awakening for Chad Gable the longer this match goes on. Chad Gable and Penta head to head. Oh, what a emphatic overhand chop to the chest. And Gable gives one, dishing it right back. Oh, it sounded like a firecracker. If you can dish it out, you got to be able to take it too. That's what Penta's finding out. These two just dishing it back and forth. Who's going to get the better of the exchange? And it's Penta with a super kick that knocks Gable down. But Gable uses the momentum of Penta against him with a belly suplex into the corner. Chad Gable thought he had it. Let's get another look at this. Popping up and over. Able to bridge through with that belly overthrow. Gable taking a little bit of time to get up to the top. Thinking, oh, gets caught. Oh, you do not want this. If this is bad. This is bad for Gable in the middle of the ring. This is as bad as it gets. That can dislocate the shoulder. While Chad Gable was able to kick out, you got to think about the long-term damage that's been caused by the way that Penta wrenched and pulled back on the arm of Chad Gable. Oh, continuous work. Penta doing what he feels he must if he's going to keep down Chad Gable. Penta, is he calling for the Mexican destroy? Nope. Takedown, roll through. Into an ankle lock. Gable's got it, but Penta rolls through. Penta able to shift the weight. Now going for the arm of Penta. And I would say an eye for an eye, but it's an arm for an arm. You know what they say? An eye for an eye leaves both men blind. But it's not going to happen tonight. What might happen is devastation as Chad Gable nails Penta with a German suplex on the apron. That's not where you ever want to be. As rough as it gets. Gable going high risk. Risk it all. And the winner takes it all. Will it be Chad Gable? Will it be Penta? Gable got all of that moonsault on Penta. Can Gable head back up high and secure? Chad Gable's got his eyes set. Diving headbutt. Gable's doing what he feels he must to reach the unreachable star. Gable is not quite there. We had to see that again. That German suplex on the apron is as devastating as it gets. And then this picture-perfect moonsault laying out Penta on the floor. Then the diving headbutt catches money. And still not enough even after hooking the leg for the pinfall off the diving headbutt. Chad Gable perching Penta up at the top. Nailed a jab at Penta. What does Chad Gable have in mind? Whatever it is, I wouldn't want to be Penta, but Penta is fighting back. No. Mexican Destroyer on the apron. And I thought the German suplex on the apron was brutal and devastating. That's got to be it. Game over. But Gable shows life as he kicks out at 2. Let's get another look at it. Oh, yeah. The problem is Penta didn't get fully landing on Chad Gable's head. He didn't get the way he wanted it 100%. But this time, he can. He has the opportunity to do so. And if he does, you got to think it's over. Gable blocks, turns it into an ankle lock. This is an incredible opportunity for Gable, center of the ring, nowhere to go. Penta is starting to struggle, starting to panic. You cannot panic in this situation. Penta had the bottom rope, but gets pulled far away back. Will Penta tap? He taps! Chad Gable's done it! Chad Gable's the Intercontinental Champion! Chad Gable has finally realized the dream! The emotions are setting heavy in Chad Gable. Chad Gable has done it. Years and years of fighting to become the Intercontinental Champion. The title that has been held by the all-time greats, the likes of Pat Patterson, the likes of Mr. Perfect, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, The Rock, and so many more. Chad Gable can add his name to that historic list. Penta tried to put this thing away with another Mexican Destroyer. Chad Gable would block, get in that ankle lock, would hold on for dear life in the middle of the ring, and to end it all, once he hooked and wrapped his legs around the leg of Penta with Penta nowhere to go, Penta had no choice but to tap out, and his family got to watch it all up front, up close. This is well-earned, well-deserved for Chad Gable. Finally seizing the opportunity. Finally, the moment. Penta showing his respect to Chad Gable. Taking the title from Chad Gable because he wants to do this the right way. That's respect. That's how you do it. That is nothing but respect. Chad Gable earned his respect the way he took care of and understood the Lucha Libre style when he went down to AAA as the original El Grande Americano. And now he has found his way back and he is Intercontinental Champion. Moments like these don't come often. Soak in your moment. Your family is here. Chad Gable's parents, his wife, his kids are in the ring. They get to celebrate. They get to see this moment, all the hard-fought years from Chad Gable fighting back from a shoulder injury.